Sorry, my bad. I was gonna respond to you, but I was also trying to work out our movie plan because we're going to see A Man Called Otto today, my mom and and I wanted to see it because I'm a fan of Tom Hanks and I like goofy movies like that. And we already saw The Whale together and we both liked it. Um, but my movie of the year is still the Puss in Boots movie. I fucking love it. It was a great, 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 great time. And if we ever watch a movie together, I'm gonna force you to watch it. It isn't. It's the greatest. It's the greatest movie I've seen that's animated. You can all you want. Death Wolf is cool, and I will have it no other way. Yep. No, because you can't be biased. You can't go in with preconceived notions. You have to go in and give it a chance every time. And if it still lets you down, then you have every right to be let down. But you don't do that. And for someone who introduced me to the magic of film and has shown me two goofy ass Asian movies that I would have not even given a star to, I don't really think you have much grounds to tell me that Puss in Boots is shit when I've seen those god awful things. I would never watch them ever. I would have never even considered them. Yeah, well, I liked that character. In fact, it was the only character I did like in the Shrekverse. I hated the Shrek movies, but I did like Puss in Boots, and anytime he was on screen, I went to see this movie expecting it was not going to be good because, of course, I'm not a big fan of animated movies, and in general didn't think it was going to be good. I thought it was just going to be a cheesy kids movie, but it was the only thing that I hadn't seen that was out, and I was trying to use my free ticket, so I'm like, all right, I'll settle, because I just want to go and see a movie. And I went there, and the story was actually pretty well written. The characters were kind of cool, and there were moments that even made me laugh. So I was like, I was not expecting this film to be nearly at the quality level that it is. I was expecting it to fail to even live up to Pixar's flops, but lo and behold, it was like a Pixar success over a Pixar flop. But that's just me. I know it's not Pixar. I'm saying that uh, compared to their competitors, I wasn't expecting good things at all. And I was delightfully surprised. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I didn't even watch the third. Was there a third one? There's four? Yeah, I didn't watch any of that. I thought people were saying that Shrek 5 is coming. People are talking about Shrek 5 coming. So I think that you're right that there might be four after all. But who cares? I I didn't see anything besides the first one. I actually adamantly refused to watch anything from the Shrek universe after I saw the first one because I didn't like it so much. But somebody dragged me to whichever the one that Puss in Boots was in. I saw it and I was like, that character's cool, but this movie's trash. Because I like cats, and that cat was pretty cool. But other than that, fuck this film franchise. Not a fan. And I never went back. I didn't see the third one. I didn't even know a fourth one existed, and now there's a fifth one. And I'm just like, in general, nah. I could go without it. But I went and saw this, and I was like, it's the only movie I can see. It's the only movie I have a ticket left to see. I might as well. It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna walk out. I didn't walk out. I loved it. And I was like, wow, this is so not nearly as bad as all of whatever the other ones were. This was kind of like the first movie again for me. It somehow has recaptured the magic of whatever this is. And Shrek was not in it at all, which was nice. And none of the other Shrek characters were in it at all, which was also nice. And Deathwolf was in it, which was also nice. And that's about it. That's all I need. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it deserves that rank. Oh yeah, deservedly so. It was the best. No, I'm just kidding. It's not the best. That movie was a meh experience at best. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. You haven't seen the movie and you hate it, right? Right? You get me so far? So I never played Last of Us 2 and I hate it. I never gave it a shot, but I know relatively what the story is about, and I said no, that's garbage. That's trash, right? So then there's these people who come out and they say, "Hey man, you can't knock it until you try it, right? You can't say, "Oh, I hate something" until you've experienced it and then hated it and then you're valid." But if you hate something without going into it first, that's invalid. Like you shouldn't be able to do that, right? You should at least try it before you hate it, right? But this movie, Okay, you just refuse. Which is perfectly valid because I refuse to play Last of Us 2 or give it any sort of credence whatsoever. It is not in my interest value or not in my interest field anymore, and I already have played it because they leaked the fucking plot, and that was the only thing that mattered in the game in the first place. Funny enough, a while back ago, I don't know if you remember Zach, but I texted him and I was like, I can't believe they're making an HBO Last of Us show. I hate that. I hate that because they didn't even do the second game right. So how can they do a TV show any better than if they fucked up the second game? Like, how do you fuck up something so well crafted and well done? Da 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 da. I go on this huge rant, and he's like, I don't know why you're texting me out of the blue like this, but I actually liked the game, and I'm excited for the show. So maybe go rant about this on Reddit. Bye. And then he never texted me again. And I was like, yeah, that's right, Zach. You be wrong with your opinions consistently because you're wrong. It's trash. The show's gonna be trash, and you're wrong. And you're just wrong. And then, and then yesterday, you're like, hey, I think the show might be pretty good. And I'm like, hmm. You know, I almost forgot that it's an HBO property, and normally HBO doesn't let me down. So maybe you're right about this. And so he failed. Well, yeah, I should because it's about the game. It's the same story. They're just doing it again as a TV show. Yeah. Yeah. It is the same story, though. Pretty much. I uh I sort of see your point on that, and I agree with it. But I have a counter example. I, as a Witcher fan, played the played the Witcher 3 game, you know? And then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make a TV show about it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. This is more Witcher stuff. That's nice." They put it on Netflix, you know? And and that was a flop. Let me tell you, in every sense of the word. Just a huge flop. And then it was so bad. they made another series that has nothing to do with the novels, nothing to do with the games, and is just an OC creation, and it's terrible, and that one's flopping too. So I'm just saying there's the potential that this Last of Us show could not only not introduce new audiences to the general concept and the story, which I think is the one redeeming quality of having there be a show, is that not everyone played the games, nobody really knows about the story, and now that it's HBO, it's being exposed to a new audience that could appreciate the story that the games put forth. That's all positive. But if it ends up being a flop, just like following suit with the Witcher series, for example, then it won't really do that. Instead, it'll just be known for being shit. And I definitely don't want that. I would rather more people get exposed to the story because the story is so good and have it be good. So I'm right along with you in the fact that I kind of want the show to succeed so that more people know about the story and, like, come to appreciate it like I have. But they might not necessarily be gamers, and this is a good way to introduce it to a more general audience. So I'm all for it succeeding, but I'm just afraid that it might flop, and then it'll be known for being a flop and not be known for what it was supposed to be known for, which was being a genuinely cool story.